Welcome to National Sports Chat. This your boy Ken the Guru. You're now tuned in to my take, and I'm going to give you my take on the interview that I saw on Fight Hype with Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya stated that Jamal Charlo was offered a lucrative deal, right? And that he pretty much ducked the smoke with Canelo Alvarez. And I just want to say, look, man, wasn't nobody born yesterday. We all seen what happened. We seen how long Jamal Charlo has been trying to fight Canelo Alvarez. We understand that Jamal Charlo went to 160 for Canelo Alvarez. We understand this. So for this guy to sit there and try to make it seem as if Jamal Charlo just did not want the fight and he was trying to price himself out, and then in the same breath said that Jamal Charlo didn't know about the offer that was made. Come on now. You think anybody was born yesterday? You don't think that Jamal Charlo would have fought Canelo Alvarez for the chance of building stardom for himself? You don't think that would be the case? And then, see, here's what you got to peep. You got to understand the deception of a con man. First of all, I don't think nobody really peeped the fact that he tried to put a crack in Jamal's team's armor, because he made a statement stating, he said, "I send the offer. I don't know if Jamal Charlo got it." So basically, in that statement, what he was doing was he was creating doubt within Jamal's team to basically say, "Oh, well, dang, I wonder how much did he offer me? I wonder what type of deal that he had in store for me that I never was told about. I was never informed." Come on, man. That's the biggest con man talk that you can ever run across. Oscar De La Hoya at one point stated that in order for Canelo to be considered great and legendary, he has to fight Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. So that was not too long ago. But now all of a sudden, he want to put that type of talk to bed. He want to say that Canelo Alvarez tried to make that fight, but instead he's moving on now because basically the smoke was already being ducked by Jamal Charlo. You expect us to believe that? Or did you try to offer a deal to where you acquire Jamal Charlo from the PBC, which he's not tied to the PBC. He just deals with Al Heyman because Al Heyman teaches them self-sufficiency about how to own your own brand, how to have your own promotional company. And Oscar De La Hoya is not about that. Him and top ranked Bob Arum, they're about controlling the fighter destiny. Just like Oscar De La Hoya tried to do with Errol Spence. He tried to finagle Errol Spence with the Canelo Alvarez fight, and in return, Canelo Alvarez and Errol Spence end up being on their platform and end up being his his fighters, and they fight under his promotion. So he did all those type of tactics just to try to get fighters and lower fighters to fight onto his platform. We know Oscar De La Hoya is a con man. We know Oscar De La Hoya is not a person to believe, not a person that you bet your last dollar on. Come on, man. Just make this make sense. Now, for those who disagree with what I'm saying, help me make this make sense. Why would Canelo Alvarez, if he was looking to fight Jamal Charlo, why would Canelo Alvarez vacate the WBC and ask for a franchise if he wanted to fight Jamal Charlo? Because remember, it always go to a purse bid. So they could have got an 80-20 split. Therefore, even though in this moment it's a little more complex than that, because Canelo Alvarez is getting his money regardless. He's getting what he's going to get regardless. So it's not coming out of his pocket. It's coming from the DAZN's pocket. And that was a fight that will actually enhance and help DAZN. You see what I'm saying? But basically, what happens was, instead of fighting Jermall Charlo as he was his mandatory, he decided to vacate that fight and go ahead and fight lesser opponents. See, man, we already on to Canelo tactics. He don't want to fight the best in a prime. He thought that he got Floyd Mayweather, outside of his prime, to make it look like, he has the best on his resume. But the thing was, Floyd Mayweather still schooled him. He got Sugar Shane Mosley outside of his prime. He got Kovalev outside of his prime. And then the fighters like Austin Trout and Erislandy Lara, he actually lost those fights. But guess what? He's not getting those decisions. No other fighter are getting any type of decision against Canelo Alvarez, because he's the cash cow for the sport. People know these things, but some people want to act like they're dumb to the sport of boxing and don't know how this thing works. Because he lost to, like I said, Erislandy Lara, he lost to Austin Trout, but they got a decision. Now, if you get a decision after getting beat badly, probably don't even win a round against Floyd Money Mayweather, one of the biggest cash cows after he fought Oscar De La Hoya. If you can't get a unanimous decision against Floyd Mayweather, and if he gets a decision, a split decision in that fight, meaning that he got a person to say that he won, if he was able to do that, nobody in the sport of boxing will ever get a decision versus Canelo Alvarez. They'll probably get a draw. They'll get praise for doing a great job, but they would never get the decision versus Canelo Alvarez. And I'm gonna just say this: now that Oscar De La Hoya put the talk to rest, because that's what this was. That was an attempt to put the Charlo talk to rest, because they don't want to fight Charlo, and it's making Canelo Alvarez look bad in the eyes of the public to have ducked this man. So what Oscar De La Hoya did was he flipped the whole narrative onto make it look like it was Jermall Charlo team fault as to why this fight never happened. Because he didn't say that when Canelo was supposed to fight Triple G. He didn't say Triple G was pricing himself out, so the ship has sailed. He didn't say any of that. But now that it's Charlo or Demetrius Andrade, the ship has sailed, because they tried to price themselves out. So why didn't you do Triple G like that? Because he remember, he was asking for 50-50. You didn't say, here he priced himself out. Come on, man. You got to understand this talk. You got to understand the reason why Oscar De La Hoya had all these fighters, including Deontay Wilder, and then now they gone. You got to understand these things. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to understand it, you won't. You're not going to. But I understand what's going on. Canelo Alvarez told Oscar De La Hoya to pretty much put this talk about Charlo to bed, because it's making him look bad, and he don't want to fight Jermall Charlo, because they were always on a different page when it came to this fight. Oscar De La Hoya said that Canelo needed that fight, and Canelo basically said he pretty much in his body language saying that he don't want the fight. But it is what it is. I just know that I'm not watching any of Canelo fights, and if I do, it will be highlights on YouTube. That's it. But I'm not watching this fight live or anything. He won't get my support because even though, the Mexicans like him, the hardcore Mexican fans don't. Even though the majority of the Mexicans like him, but the hardcore fans and the boxing fans and the boxers don't like Canelo because he's making them look bad, because he don't want to fight the best in their prime. Just like when he goes to a whole nother division and he fights the lesser opponents of the champions instead of fighting the champions. So, like, is he going to fight Better BF? Nope. Is he going to fight Caleb Plant? Nope. Is he going to fight Caleb Smith? Nope. Is he going to fight Jamal Charlo? Nope. Is he going to fight Demetrius Andrade? Nope. Does he want to fight Billy Joe Sanders now? Yep. Even though right now he's stating that he still want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to fight a lesser opponent? Do you want to fight Triple G again? Yep. So, at the end of the day, matter of fact, is he going to fight Jaime Mugia? Yep. But that's all I got for now, man. It's your boy Ken the Guru, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm start giving y'all this work. At the end of the day, at first I was taking it a little easy on y'all, but now it's time to cut the fire up just a little bit more. Man, make sure y'all subscribe again, man. I'm out.
Yeah. Y'all know what time it is.